Hello everyone, how are you? Here to give you the match results for WWE SmackDown main event for the May. When was that show? Sure, gotta check here. May the 27th, 2022. Had to make sure I got you the right date. Talk about main event first. Akira Tozawa faced Dabba Kai 1-on-1. If you ever watch that big guy with Apollo Crews wrestle, you fall asleep. I fell asleep watching this match, folks. So I apologize. I really can't tell you everything that happened because watching that guy wrestle, I get dozy and fall asleep. I'm probably not the only one. The only cool part I saw was Akira Tozawa hit 12 kick strikes in a row, and I hit a Shining Wizard on him and almost won the match. And then the big guy grabbed him and did a Turtle sidewalk slam for the 1-2-3. Terrible match. There was one point in the match I did see. This wasn't good. He applied a sleeper hold on Tozawa. Kai did. And you could see Tozawa clearly help him put it, like, no, man, you're doing this wrong here. Let me help you put me in the sleeper. If the guy you're facing has to help you apply a simple submission hold, like a sleeper hold, that should be a wake-up call. Get your butt back to training in the Performance Center, or just don't wrestle at all, period. After that, Apollo Crews got a mic saying, you know what? I want to face somebody in the back. Anyone in the back, face me one-on-one. T-Bar came out. This match was very good. Check this match out on main event if you can find it. T-Bar came out of that corner, leveled Apollo with a huge clothesline. Just destroyed him. I mean, just massacred Apollo Crews. Then Dabba Kai, as T-Bar was outside the ring, clotheslined him when the referee didn't see it. He tossed him back in the ring. Apollo delivered a stomp to the back of the head, punched away at him when he was grounded, applied a headlock. T-Bar fought out of it with guts to the elbows to the midsection, and then followed up by a massive big boot. Apollo almost won the match, folks, with an angle slam, but T-Bar kicked out in the nick of time. T-Bar delivered high justice. Apollo managed to kick out of that at a 2.5 count. Then, again, Dabba Kai caused a distraction, allowed Apollo Crews to grab T-Bar, toss him into the ropes, and then caught him coming with a Samoan drop from a fallaway slam into a Samoan drop for the 1-2-3. Great match. I enjoyed it, except Apollo Crews before the match said, I'll challenge anybody in the back one-on-one. I do not need no help beating you. Apollo, you need help beat T-Bar. Like, Dabba Kai helped you twice. So you can't, like, next week or something, if you wrestle, can't say that I need help. I don't need no help fighting somebody when you definitely have help. Just saying. Now on to SmackDown, which had 4 matches. All of them were tag matches, by the way. That was pathetic. They should have had a singles match in there. Or a triple threat or something. And SmackDown, honestly, folks, it was a total disaster this week. Nobody was on sync at all. Like, they announced it. Coming up next to kick off the show, we're going to have New Day and the surprise member versus Sheamus, Rich Holland, and Pete Dunne. And it was a women's tag match. And then they said, coming up next, live, as soon as we come back for commercial, we're going to have the KO show with Kevin Owens from Monday Night Raw. Come back for commercial, we're having some backstage segments, and then the KO show. Like, nobody was on at sync at all. And I hated Pat McAfee doing these accents. Like, he's trying to sound Jamaican. He's trying to sound like he's Russian and all this. Like, I like Pat McAfee on commentary, but the accents, they gotta stop, man. New Day. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods introduced the new member. It was Drew McIntyre. That was disappointing. I was hoping for someone like R-Truth, Titus O'Neil, like the return of Mike Henry from AEW, or somebody to build them up. Give him some spotlight. Build the character up. Not Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre did not need to be the New Day's partner. Great match. Don't get me wrong. Really great match. Definitely recommend watching the 6-man tag if you haven't seen it yet, folks. But Drew McIntyre did not need to be the partner. The bell rang. We started off with Xavier Woods and Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne just blasted Xavier Woods with a clothesline. This was your main event, by the way. The last match on the show. Kofi tagged in, did a boom drop into a splash on Pete Dunne. Then Rich Holland got in and did an awesome looking like football shoulder tackle, like a football tackle to Kofi Kingston. That was awesome. Then he hit a power slam, and then Sheamus came off the top rope with a knee to the guts. Everybody started fighting everybody. At one point, Xavier Woods came off the top rope, knocked out Pete Dunne outside the ring. And he turned around, and Sheamus, you could see him coming for the bro kick. And then the camera turned into what was happening in the ring. That was bad timing by the cameraman. Because that bro kick would have been awesome to see Sheamus connect with that with Xavier Woods outside the ring. They isolated Xavier Woods. Sheamus and Pete Dunne both did the 10 beats of the Bowery on him. Xavier got away, tagged in Kofi Kingston, had a nice top rope axe handle on Sheamus, knocking him down. Sheamus answered back with a nice Alabama slam, made him pay with that. Sheamus tagged in Ridge Holland. The New Day got hold of him, did a double team move. Then the New Day and Drew McIntyre took turns doing the unicorn stomp in the corner of Ridge Holland. That poor guy, he got stomped a lot. Drew McIntyre finally got tagged in the match. After like the last 5 minutes of the show, did a couple overhead tosses. He does now constantly. That's like one of his signature moves now is overhead tosses. Then he Claymore kicked Ridge Holland as New Day was fighting Sheamus and Pete Dunne outside the ring. He tagged in Woods. Woods won the match with a top rope elbow drop onto Ridge Holland. He got some height and some distance on that, folks. That was amazing for the 1, 2, 3. Now, the rest of the match on SmackDown that sucked. These matches, oh my god, they were terrible. Ronda Rousey was supposed to face Miguel one-on-one. Suddenly, it turned into a tag match because Natalya and Shayna Baszler got involved because of the backstage segment with Chelsea Blackheart. She was telling the SmackDown winner, like them, and Xia Li and Aaliyah, like, we got to start, fending for ourselves and showcase what we can do. Terrible match, folks. It was garbage. Like, Rodriguez did a forearm, and that was one of the weakest looking offers forearm I ever saw. She couldn't even deliver a clothesline right to Natalya. She messed up on that. She almost tripped when she did it. Like, what the heck? Ronda Rousey tagged in, and Shayna Baszler tagged in, and they stared each other down. I was like, oh, yeah, they're finally going to go at it. But nope, Natalya and Rachel tagged in. Ronda Rousey and Rachel McGowan won the match when she delivered that one-eye powerbomb on Shayna Baszler for the 1, 2, 3. Like I said, it was just a total garbage match. And it started off bad with these two wrestling one-on-one. It even got worse when it was a tag match because Shayna Baszler and Natalya was just basically used for punching bags. And that was what was complete garbage to me. Natalya and Shayna Baszler are really great in the ring and what they can do. And that's how they're being treated. That ain't right. Jinder Mahal and Shanky. So he took on Roberto Carrillo and Garza. Backstage before the match started, Shanky was dancing in the locker room. The guy can't dance for the life of him, but it's funny seeing him do some dance moves that look really bad. It's just funny. He basically is going to turn it into the next Great Khali. Just a whole bunch of comedy stuff. Shanky caught Roberto coming with a big boot. Then he tagged out. That was it. He just did a big boot. And then Jinder Mahal got in, worked on Roberto's back for a couple seconds. And then guys on Roberto isolated Jinder Mahal, delivered back-to-back double team moves on him. And then outside the ring, Roberto tossed Jinder Mahal outside the ring to Garza. And then Shanky took care of Garza outside the ring with a super kick when Garza turned around. And then back in the ring, Jinder Mahal was watching Shanky dance. And then Roberto pinned him from behind for the 1, 2, 3. Terrible match. Yet again, the teasing Jinder Mahal and Shanky breaking up again. They were arguing after the match. Yeah. Not a big fan of that. Also, I noticed something. When Roberto and guys do the kiss cam, is it just me, folks? Or is it every week when they do the kiss cam, the one they kiss is in the exact same freaking corner in the arena, the exact same place. So you know she's a plant. She's planted there to be the one to kiss. If they want to make it like realistic, have one week them like get a lady like halfway across, like from behind the announce table, or get somebody on one of the ones by the stage when they come out. Not the exact same position in every arena where the worm's at. Like, that's staged, clear as day. Like, is it just me or am I the only one that sees that? Last match on SmackDown, I'll talk about. Imperium took on Drew Gulak and Ricochet. This is a okay match. Drew Gulak again was just like Shayna Baszler and Natalya. His Baszler was news as a punching bag. Like, Ludwig just stomped away at him in the ropes when Gulak was held up in the ropes. Then Ludwig tagged in Walter. Walter grabbed hold of Gulak. This part was cool. He tossed Gulak so far out of that ring, Gulak was like Superman flying. That looked painful though when he landed. Ricochet tagged in, did some high flying moves one after the other on Ludwig, like a springboard clothesline off the ropes, then a springboard crossbody onto him. Then Gulak tagged in, and Ludwig won the match with a running kick to the chest area. That was it, a running kick. Seriously? That's your finisher, I guess? That was pathetic. After the match, Walter super kicked Ricochet down. He was checking on Gulak. I would love to see Walter versus Gulak one-on-one. I mean, Walter versus Ricochet one-on-one. Also, when Gulak was getting pinned, you could see Ricochet outside the ring, like, hold on the back of his head, walk up to the ring apron to get tagged, and he was like, oh crap, we just lost. Like, his facial expression was just awesome. That was a good spot on the cameraman to catch that. Yeah, Gulak, no, it was a terrible match, honestly, because Gulak is a great technical performer, wrestler. He could take it to Walter and Ludwig. I know he can. But they make him look like he's the weak link of the team. And that he just gets destroyed, beaten up. And that poor guy, I don't know why he's staying in the company. Like, he left once and they hired him back and promised him, like, no, we won't treat you like the way we did before. You're doing the exact same thing. So, he must be getting paid a lot of money to be misused like this, is all I can figure out. There you have it, folks. Definitely check out the New Day match with Drew McIntyre against Sheamus, Rich Hall, and Pete Dunne. And our main event, definitely watch Apollo Crews versus T-Bar. The rest of the matches were just garbage. You didn't miss nothing. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet, bye.